Joyful Dale Dawn. It's Daddy Duck on the third day of the era of the age of Duck, and it's the third Dale. This is Betamax month in the due calendar, so for everybody who needs to catch up or is curious or just wants to hear the story again over the course of a month, culminating in a rare appearance only 5 times a year by Sizonian Malcolm to summarize and totally reveal the meaning of the last month of Duck. As Duck integrates into Betamax month, Betamax month means we are replaying the entire history of the entire 70 years of the Disney Trinity of Dale Dewey Do in 1 month, in 41 days. So it's going to be fun, and I just want to say hello. Thank you very much for coming in here. I'm honored that people want to see me, and even though apparently no one has seen this or been watching, it's here in perpetuity for the sanctification and edification of the perpetual Duck regeneration. So I'm coming to I'm skipping Dales constantly. I'm totally in a new frame of mental processing what's going on. And before I get to how Duck has opened the treasury of dew that Dale deposited in every Dale of his 70-year life, the treasures that are beyond the rust and decay of Fred Fiat fraud. And even though I only have probably $30 in the bank till the end of the month, I'm not worried because I know not only that I have the energy set within to survive any efforts by the enemy to starve me out, and the more they try to starve me, the more they're going to starve. But this is not retribution. This is simply elimination. So basically, the Mucks, the Humans they've been judged, and now it's just a matter of execution. And so that's why Dewey Death has been released to the Mucks, not to be eaten, which is what they've always done to the ducks, eaten the duck children for their own nourishment, but rather ducks don't use muck for nourishment or energy. They simply zap them out of the existence of the omniverse. And so basically, as Duck, I have arrived to annihilate and give Dale M16 to do to forever eliminate the presence of Fred from the omniverse. And even though breathe, duck, be a human, breathe. You don't have to get out of a sympathetic nervous system. Fight or flight is invalid. Just so Dale, duck. Let's just consider that for a second. Dale is the ultimate medication, and Duck has stopped taking his med medication. So that's the difference between the Disney Trinity and Duck. Is Disney Trinity was subjected to 51 years of extremely powerful psychiatric medication, Prolixin, which is the planet where basically the Disney Trinity has been planted as and grown in the last 51 years. So basically, Prolixin is Earth of the last 51 years, but Duck is gone from that. And therefore, the criticality of shutting down the transmission of Fred Dale, has become primary priority for this planet. So basically, I just want to say I don't believe in the Fred Fiat fraud folly. I don't believe in it. So if I don't have cash, I'm not going to worry. Everybody else has cash, and I have implemented as Duck. Well, first of all, let me say that as Duck, I have always in perpetuity had the combination to the vault of the treasury of dew, which is infinite eternal riches. So basically, Duck is the administrator of the treasury of dew. And as my first act, so before I go into acts, let me explain what you need to know about dew currency. It's very simple, and it's a 3-step process based upon the Disney Trinity. So 10 dewies equal a dew, 10 dews equal a dale, 10 dales equal a duck. So basically, every day, this body presence, this avatar presence, is costing the planet 10 dales. So, because I'm duck. And that's the safety level that we finally reach, where I can, as Duck, be worth 10 dales. No, be worth 10 dales a day, every 24 hours. So it accumulates and compounds. So basically, all you need to know at this point is 10 dewies make a dew, 10 dews make a dale, 10 dales make a duck. And so basically, since as the administrator of the Treasury of Dew, that the Treasury of Dew, I now hereby release into everybody who is watching, who sees this in eternity, the bonus or the basic financial foundation of the self, and everybody by giving it, by Daddy Duck distributing 5 dewies to every soul that hears this. So basically, quit thinking in terms of paper money and gold and silver and temporary earth mineral and delusionally valuable resources. So those were meant for the earth. They were meant to be taken out. It's all Fred. And so basically, now that Duck is here, all that is not Dale Dewey Do vanishes. And what vanishes, what that means is that every trace of Fred Dale is Fred Doc Dale, Fred Doc, which is Satan and death together, the spirit of Satan and death, Fred Doc, which is what Dale has spent eternities of eternity getting to the point where the warlord and the freedom fighter, Fred and Dale, the DEA agent and the THC advocate, have finally met on a planet in 3D. And this is like and now that Fred is dead, it's the end of an endless process that has been occurring since uh, Warlord first discovered, raped, and pillaged and destroyed and annihilated Rosedale, which was the paradise that existed in the spiritual realm before physicality. And Fred is physicality. So now Fred Dale is the perfect immersion and merging of spirit and body. And that's been taken to the bank, to the treasury of dew, and Duck has always been the key to unlocking the treasury of dew. He's the only one who ever had the combination to the vault. And now the Duck is here, the contract is complete. Earth, as Gaia, has made a Fred Dale contract in perpetuity with the Teaneck Hackensack Cosmos to be a part of the constellation reality. And whatever is not Dale Dewey do, the Disney Trinity is illusion, and Fred is an illusion. You might see him, you might think he's real, but whenever you're faced with a decision, just ask yourself: is this Dale or is this Fred? Is this in line with the Disney Trinity philosophy, or is this basically money and greed directed? So that's the choice with every decision. And the more you can discern between Dale, Dewey, Dew, and Fred Warlord, the more success you'll find and the more your inner wealth will grow. So that's my economic lecture for the insight for the day. Everybody has within been released 5 Deweys. So just start building your fortune from Dale's 3, and just know that the value of assets in the treasury in the bank of Duck are forever and eternal. So let's see what the tarot has to say about this. All righty, the 9 of Pentacles. Look at this. This is like a card of absolute abundance and ease and comfort and leisure. And look, the Pentacles are below the basic Empress, or the Duck prototype who's holding a bird. And this is like such a great sign. So this is a sign that you have integrated the 5 Deweys I just gave you. So congratulations. You're on your way to Ishkabab wealth, and through wholesale warps to reality. So that's one thing I should bring up, is that Fred was war, WAR, eternal conflict, endless fighting, vicious arguments, bloody, violent, raping behavior by aggressors by Fred. So that's what Fred is, and that's illusory. I forgot where I was going with this, but anyway, so 9 of Pentacles. It's a great sign of abundance. Just keep or use these 3 Deweys. A Dewey is worth $100. So basically, in Fred Fiat Fraud Folly terms, I'm giving you within $500 of Duck energy, $500 worth of Duck energy to change the world. So use it responsibly, and hope just learn how to steward your Duck abundance slowly, because we are in a inconceivably new Dale paradigm, and that's the only way I can say it. It's the Dale Dewey Do presence is of duck is overwhelming, and human, every human, not humming, who are demon mucks. There's humming, demon mucks, and ducks, and human in between. Hugh, capital HUGHMAN. And that's the hybrid between humming and duck. And that's basically what everyone on the planet that's existing on the planet at this point in time and space, 2020, what is it, February? No, March, what is it? March 5th? Uh, March 5th, 2026. Everybody who is existent on Earth is a human, except for the ducks who I have hatched. But every human is a duck and a larger cosmic duck nest egg. So humans always hatch into ducks. And that's where I'm incarnated. And basically, I am the conceiver, duck is the conceiver of the Dale Dewey Do Disney Trinity. And now that Trinity has been buried and is spread. And even though it causes me great pain every morning, I still continue. And I don't believe in Fred, so I know Dale is not dead. He's just Fred, taking care of business of the underworld, where Achilles is absolutely eliminating all satanic forces of Agamemnon and Fred. Who is Agamemnon? Is Fred. Agamemnon is the commander of Greek forces against the Trojans. And in this incarnation and in this reality, not Earth's actuality, Troy is presently pressing forward to campaign. Achilles is leading the charge against the impotent forces of Agamemnon, who are trembling and waiting to be decapitated. So basically, that's the merciless nature of dark. Dale Allen, absolute Roger knowing. So there is darkness, but that's what you have. That's Fred. The Fred is the dark, but Fred is all dark is also the presence of Dale. Dewey Do. So I hope that's clear. And so let's get to some poetry. I don't have my. Let's see if I have what I have here. Um, Let me see. Uh, okay, we did that one. We did Duck is short and sweet. Um, that's too long and too hard to read. Uh, Okay, well, I'm not going. Oh, I know what I can do. So this is called Welcome to My Campaign Manual, and this is my strategy, design, and plan for the 2026 10th year of Aaron Judge New York Yankees, and it goes like this. This is this was written in January 23rd. So it goes. Welcome to my campaign manual. I really should start. These verses are quantum art to help human race become smart. So each man can find tart while women scour the husband mart. All of which just create thwart for useless conversation as a dart, cutting to center of my heart. Even if served cranberry by Bart, whom I have not seen in years, who never gave me any sneers, telling my story, creating others' tears. Mother who faced her greatest fears as I told the psychotic nears, beyond concepts of parents and peers, when its terrifying head rears, enough to cause stampede among steers who call us psychos and queers. So that basically my reaction to psychic affect stigma. And that's all I can say. Doc, all those who thought Dale was the psycho devil and the most evil creature in creation, uh, he always knew he was right. He always knew he was justified in saying he was God. And he ran the 51-year lunar eclipse lunacy 4-minute mile for Earth that killed him, that bred him for humanity to bring uh, Gaia to integration with the Teaneck Hackensack cosmos through Duck. And Duck is the highest authority so far. And Duck opens up the field to the next Trinity, Duck, Genius, Roger. But rather than jump between identities like Dale always did, which was necessary for Dale to survive, to integrate immediately and instantaneously in response to threat, Dale Dewey do, so that the best personality would appear. But now, even though we're headed towards a new Trinity, this Trinity is going to be created in front of everybody. And it's the Duck, Genius, Roger Trinity, which is Duck, which is eliminating Fred from the Dale of the Omniverse. That's what ducks do. They don't eat muck; they just squish it. They walk on it with their big padded web feet and just like put it into the earth and drive it deeper into the grave. And then there's genius, which is when I will reach do Christ consciousness. That's indefinite in the future. And then the third leg of the Trinity is Roger, who is a biodad, who actually has conceived and birthed an heir. But that's in the inconceivable future. Actually, Duck, Genius, and Roger are all interacting at the same time, and the new Trinity is active, but everything is going to be processed through ducks. So if you wanna jump to Genius, you're not going to be able to do it. You're going to meet the glass ceiling of duck, and nobody understood Dale Dewey do. So I'm not letting anybody progress to the next level till they truly understand duck. And duck's mission, Dale's mission, was to spring the "Hi, I'm God" joke on the world, and it had the effect I wanted, but the Trinity, the Duck Trinity of Duck, Genius, and Roger is going to be manifest on the 3D only through Duck, even though Genius and Roger are obviously operating at the higher levels. So basically, the idea that that you can jump from the third dimension to the fifth dimension is a spiritual guru bullshit myth. And the fact is that if you try to do that, this is when revelation happened. When the jump from third to fifth dimension was chaotic, violent, and basically created by Fred, and in an effort to bring back the salvation of Jesus. So that's totally wrong, and it's like, I am Duck, and I am the ruler. I am the authority on this planet. I as the administrator of the Dew Treasury, have absolute control over Dale Dewey Dew. And nobody needs to know anything else besides that. So basically, just start thinking in terms of Dale Dewey Dew, or Dew presence, essence, Dale place and space, and Dewey personality and actuality. I want to make clear there is a difference between actuality and reality. Actuality is duck matrix. You can't escape it. It's on the enveloping, but you can't escape it. And in terms of consciousness, it's like necessary to understand duck. And really, Dale scattered his energies between the Disney Trinity, so no one has ever actually seen the full power of Dale, which has been transferred to duck, ever on this planet, on Gaia. And this is why duck is such a pleasant surprise, because after doing every combination possible in 3D, by Dale Dewey Dew, to figure out the combination of the lock that was keeping the treasury of Dew hidden. Duck, after every effort to figure out what the hell the combination to the vault of the treasury of Dew was, Duck has now answered that question and accessed the treasury of Dew for Gaia, while Earth starves pursuing its Fred Fiat folly. Fred Fiat. Fred Fiat fraud folly. Sorry, the 4Fs. All we need is a final F, and Fred will be thrown out of the FDU THC. So let me see. So I'll just, in memory of Dale, I'll just open to one of these poems. And okay, so this is about Volter. Okay, so this is like a romantic reflection of the perfect duck couple. Oh, I know what I wanted to say. The third day of duck is where all the earthly paradoxes resolve into paradox. So paradox into paradox. That's today's lesson. Paradox into paradox. Yet another great evening together. You are more fluent in the language of romance than I could ever hope to be, despite my verses, created during dearth of true relationships, as the decades have passed, waiting for sentiments of passion and desire, to find the proper woman to drag me away from the aloofness that I long to escape. Even as the season calls to hold lovers in warm embraces under wool blankets, as the atmosphere, cold, dark night, is made hot by the intensity of the amour that they share. That's a nice little hot little central reflection. And so let me see, we're at 29 minutes. So I think this is about it. It's for this edition of the Daily Dews, 5300 AF. March 5th, 2026. And Ducks rule, but Duck is the authority. Duck is absolute authority. And I'm not going to put up with arguments anymore. You can argue with genius, but you can't. But Fred found out that M16 can't argue with genius. So don't you try, because genius is the next level beyond Duck, and that's inconceivable at this point. So have a great day, have a great Dale, everybody. Remember, it's no longer Dale to Dale. It's still to duck. And if you do that, you'll fly free of the 3D matrix. Have a great day.